What up? We need to kick it for a minute. Got some shit on my mind. Y'all know how I feel about basketball. So, of course, we have to go through this briefly. I got something else I want to address too. He said, fucked up 2 days for basketball. Lena, what up? If y'all looking at the thumbnail attached to this video, Coach John Thompson was so tall. Him and Patrick Ewing, their head is cut off in the thumbnail. I thought that was funny. He recruited me and my older brother. He signed my brother in 1994. Rest in peace. Let me get some basketballs in the chat. Could y'all let's put some basketballs in the chat. Right. In honor of the late John Thompson, the late, great John Thompson. Can I get some basketballs in the chat? Y'all know that's our favorite emoji here. Belly TV. So let me see him. Let me see y'all's. Right. Fill the chat up. Y'all can throw some pit bulls in there too for the Georgetown Hoyas. I had to, I was fortunate enough to interview one of his superstar players, one of Coach Thompson's superstar players, and one of the guys he was closer to, Victor Page. I know Vic probably drove Coach Thompson crazy, especially the things that he was getting into after basketball, being shot in the face, and Vic was going through it, man. God damn. Good morning to everybody that's here. I'm still trying to find my basketball emoji. Uh-oh, I got it. Coach John Thompson, who I just found out this morning, Coach John Thompson was a former NBA player. I never knew that. I don't know why I never knew that. I should have, of course, assumed that he was a former basketball player somewhere. I thought maybe the Harlem Globetrotters or some shit like that. I didn't know he played the NBA. Boston Celtics, right. He got rings. He has NBA titles. According to Rex Chapman, who's on Twitter right now, paying his respects to Coach John Thompson. He's actually trending right now. Trailblazing head coach of Georgetown, John Thompson, passes away at 78 years old. The Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame coach has passed away, according to friends and family. John Thompson was the first black coach to win an NCAA national championship when he led the Hoyas to the title in 1984. I remember that period of time. I was a kid. That was a very, very special period. Them 80s Georgetown games. Georgetown will forever be known. Well, they not as a big deal as they once were. Georgetown was Black America's team growing up when I was a kid. Like, that's the starter jacket was out of that was just one of the biggest fashion statements you could have made back in the day, was having that white Georgetown Hoya starter jacket. Any one of them Georgetown starter jackets got lifted off. You had to be tough, man. You had to be tough, and you had to like know your surroundings to wear that Georgetown jacket like in the 80s and shit. I ain't bullshitting. especially the white one. Especially the white one. Georgetown and John Thompson's philosophy, defense, heavy on defense, very heavy on defense. The stories I heard about him, man, from Victor Page and shit, man. He said, Coach Thompson used to say shit like, I don't want nobody shooting the ball but Allen and Victor. Everybody else, y'all just get in where y'all fit in. Don't nobody take no shots except for Allen and Victor. If you take a shot, you coming out the goddamn game. I mean it. Anybody else, the rest of y'all get in where y'all fit in. I said, what? He said, yeah, man. Jihadi White and all these different guys and shit. Get on out there and get in where you fit in, man. Take it in blood. Carbon 15, I appreciate super chats. Y'all can let y'all guns go. I wasn't aware of how to use the super chat thing and everything. I don't patronize people for donations. My content, my gift, it's an offering. I share it with people for free. But the super chat, if you want me to see your verbiage, you can highlight it with a donation or whatever. With a donation. It don't have to be, it could be 99 cents. Probably could be 50 cents. Whatever the lowest denomination is, it'll help me see you. Okay? We rocked the high top Nikes and two-tone with the Hoyas with a Nike. The Hoyas, man, the fashion statement, man. They had these sneakers. I believe they were called Nike Destroyer. They weren't Air Force Ones or Dunks. I think they were called Nike Destroyer. And the Georgetown pair had Hoyas on the back. They probably going to start selling that shit again because of this. This is going to just put so much. Expect to see a lot of Georgetown shit come out. For real. Allen Iverson was in trouble after high school. And it's very well known that John Thompson's influence. Y'all share this live, man. Everybody need to hear this. I know I got on here late. Y'all share this live for a minute. I could freestyle this because I'm really passionate about this. I got so many stories, man. I like this style. I remember the sweater game. Y'all go look this up, the sweater game. John Thompson used to rock these fly sweaters, and Lou Carnesecca for the St. John's Redmond, he rocked sweaters too. And there was a game where Coach Thompson came out with an identical sweater to Lou Carnesecca. He just did so much, man. He was a showman. He did nigga shit. He told Patrick Ewing during a national championship against it might have been Providence. No. Seton Hall. It might have been Seton Hall in the national championship. Coach John Thompson told Patrick Ewing, and it could have been North Carolina. I don't give a fuck what happened. You blocked the first 5 shots to go up. This is how he putting his intimidation down. This is how Patrick Ewing's a kid. He's a kid just getting to college and shit. This is what makes him nasty. Having the right coach, this is what makes Patrick Ewing nasty. This is how you get nasty. Having the right coach. I don't give a fuck what go down. You the baddest motherfucker in here. You block the first 5 shots, you knock that shit into the stands. I don't give a fuck if it's goaltending or not. That's that shit. Holy shit. That's that shit right there. That's that shit right there. It was Seton Hall. Okay. That's that shit right there, yo. For real. That's something. Coaches now, they be on their kids' dick and shit like that. They be on they be fans of their players and shit like that. Patrick Ewing, he said, Villanova. Pardon me, because Ed Pinckney played for, it was Villanova. Yeah, Nova shocked him. Nova shocked him. All right. Boom. Having the right type of coach and just the shit that he was on, man, that had to be attractive to somebody going, choosing a school, choosing a D1 school. And he wasn't no punk type nigga. He was a giant. Again, you see the thumbnail that I selected for this video. Him and Patrick Ewing, they so tall that they don't even fit in the fucking thumbnail. I got to find another one. He says, Slim, being from D.C., Georgetown, big men was everything to us. After Patrick Ewing came, Alonzo Mourning and Dikembe Mutombo and Othell Harrington and Jahidi White. John Thompson, his story will forever be immortalized for the situation with Rayful Edmond in Washington, D.C. Y'all like this video. Like this video. I know I'm not worried about the notifications. This topic is incredible. It's going to get right. My man said, I used to think Georgetown was a black school. I thought Georgetown was a black school too for a good portion of my life. I didn't recall seeing no white Georgetown players, not even on the bench. I think like later on you might have started to see one, but I don't even remember any white guys playing a regulation in Georgetown until like long time after, and it was just a black school. I mean, it's in Washington, D.C. You got Baltimore right there. It was a Big East school, so you selected the players that's going there is from, New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia, Washington, and B-more and shit. John Thompson wasn't feeling Rayful Edmonds' relationship with his star center Alonzo Mourning in 1988 or 89, probably 89, I think. And he called for a meeting with Rayful, at which point he told him, you got to back up off my man and shit. You dig? I know what you into. I don't want that type of presence around Alonzo Mourning. Rayful Edmond having such great respect for Coach Thompson. Yes, sir. And back down. That is an indication of the prestige that John Thompson held in Washington, D.C. Word. And he wasn't requesting Rayful to stay away from him. He told him, stay away from my players. So they say John Thompson is from Southeast Washington, D.C. John saw what happened to Len Bias. Okay. He said, stop trying to diss other YouTubers when you're a good guy. I'm going to explain you that. Let's get on that right now. I can get back to John Thompson. My son is a fraud. You dig? Any media outlet who looks like Yusef Hawkins, if you a media outlet and you look like Yusef Hawkins, if your ass cover any other topic, it's your duty to cover the topic of a 16-year-old unarmed black man, child, being killed in New York City. This isn't foreign. My son's of the age where this murder's a big fucking deal. You dig what I'm saying? We're of a generation where this was a part of our youth. And you ain't said nothing. You know why? Because you saying something about this probably will affect your relationship with Hot 97. You're afraid to box with Patty Duke, but you will get on the internet and say, you want to ask me for 5 minutes. You dig? And that makes me disgusted. You dig? That you would choose me to beef bicker and call me for 5 minutes over a motherfucking radio station and a murderous DJ who been in the culture for a murderous radio personality who been in the fucking hip hop culture for 30 years almost. You ain't said nothing. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm insulted that you would rather try me over a 5-foot motherfucker. You dig? Yeah. And I got a problem with that. So if you have a media outlet and you look like me, and you ain't said nothing about Yusef Hawkins, shame on you. You did. We're going to talk about the documentary Storm Over Brooklyn, which revealed Little Patty. You dig? We can talk about that. We're supposed to talk about that. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all check this nigga out. He talks about everything. He thinks that chasing 6ix9ine around and calling 6ix9ine the police is more important than the publicity of Yusuf Hawkins' documentary. He hasn't even spoken about the documentary. He hasn't even spoken about it. He act like it never happened. Why? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing this? Do y'all understand? Do you understand? Why is he doing this? He put everything else on Instagram. He's open. He speaks openly about everything else. Right? Right? Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. He said, do you leave your house? Nigga, I was just in the CUNY Homes projects in Houston, Texas by myself. I just was on Pennsylvania Avenue in Baltimore by myself. I was on some other notorious strip in Baltimore where the fucking houses look like The Wire, the row houses and shit in the steps in fucking Baltimore. The fuck is you talking about, nigga? I'll be outside. Ain't that what they say? The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here, nigga. I take pictures in niggas' projects. I take pictures in the strips and shit. You dig? And let's talk about that Baltimore shit for a minute. Let's talk about Pennsylvania Avenue for a minute. Motherfucker said the cameraman was nervous. I was excited. I ain't seen that type of action since the 80s and shit. I didn't even know shit still was going on like that. They've been stopped shit like that. In other cities, y'all better enjoy that Pennsylvania Avenue action, man. The lights, you know, the ambience, the action and shit. You dig the avenue, the slick talk. I was at home. I'm like, God damn, I couldn't believe this shit still going on. You dig? My heart was, I'm like, damn, come on, man. Come on, man. He said that was a true strip. That's how New York City used to be. I ain't seen some shit like that in a long time. We grew up in that shit. I was like, God, could you imagine the sneaker stores that they have on that avenue somewhere, Pennsylvania Avenue? You think what I'm saying? I was like, God. He said, looking like 92 out that bitch. Hey, yo, I said, God damn, this shit is groovy as a $2 movie, man. Straight up. I'm an Avenue nigga, man. This is, goddamn, man. That was Parade Street, man. Where I'm from, that's Parade Street in the 80s, the early 90s and shit, man. I was like, God damn. Y'all hear Jay-Z song, The Allure of Breaking the Law? It's always too much for me to ever ignore. I got a thing for the big body Benzes. He talking about, I'm high off life. That's that shit. That was it. My lady friends get tennis bracelets. Yo, it ain't no game no more. I just play it to play it. Come on, man. That was it, man. Man, my brother hustles so naturally. Up next is me. And what perplexes me is that I know how the story ends and still I play. The star roll a whole Vito's way. It's the life. Y'all understand, man. Y'all understand, man. Y'all understand, man. I got an injection. Oh my goodness. Hov said, he said, and I'm just a moth addicted to the. He talk about being the moth addicted to the lights. He talking about that shit. Man. All right. Rest in peace to the GOAT, John Thompson. I'm all in Baltimore. I can still smell it. Man. High off that shit, man. He said addicted to the flossing, man. God damn. Anyway, Good morning to everybody. Everybody, y'all share this video. I had to announce that stop blagging clout off Hassan Campbell. I'm the biggest thing in media. I'm the biggest thing in media. My analytic report says 85% of my audience aren't even subscribed and shit. You dig? The niggas that watch Gully TV, they don't have cell phone apps and shit like that. They look on and watch from other people's phones and shit like that. You understand? I'm the top nigga doing this shit. You dig? And these other media outlets, they'll never get to experience that rush that I got walking down Pennsylvania Avenue. Straight up. Straight up. So, good morning to everybody this year. I didn't catch the last two people who threw donations across the internet. I appreciate you. Good morning. Y'all gonna see a lot of Georgetown shit going on my Instagram page. Follow me on Instagram, The Real Gully TV. Rest in peace to Clifford Robertson, NBA great. Put in a lot of work. Played in a lot of big playoff games. Was always a contributor. Will forever be remembered for his headbands and shit like that. Oh, man, said everybody in the hood wanted to go to Georgetown growing up. Big John had a dinner meeting at Ruth's house at Ruth's Steakhouse with Rayful Edmonds and told him to stay away from Alonzo. Rest in peace, Coach Thompson, Cliff Robinson, and Chadwick Boseman, aka the Black Panther. They played Black Panther last night on ABC. That was dope. Y'all got to do that shit when niggas is living, though. Word. We was playing that shit in our homes every Sunday anyway. It didn't even matter and shit. That shit been burning in our homes. But yeah, they played it last night. I thought that was dope. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. Super chatters, man. Holla at me. John Thompson was a huge influence on and off the court. If you didn't get a chance to see the old Big East Conference, it's a novelty now. You have to go look at old documentaries, man. The old Big East Conference had a look, an attitude, and a spirit. You know what I'm saying? The old Big East is where you were seeing niggas with the waves going to the side and shit like that. You were seeing all that kind of shit in the Big East. The Big East they looked like the hood. And that's what they were. That these guys came from places on the East Coast and shit. He said, yes, a whole vibe. It was the shit. They had a program on ESPN called Big Monday. Big Monday was the day of the week when the Big East teams played on TV and shit. And it was just incredible, man. I can't describe it. It's just crazy, man. Just crazy. For real. Earl to Pearl Washington, Walter Berry, St. John's, Pearl Washington, Syracuse, Ronnie Cycli, Derek Coleman, of course, Reggie Williams, David Wingate, Michael Jackson, John Turner. Shout out to the Hoyas. It was a playground on the big stage on Monday night. Word. I wonder how Coach Jim Boeheim was able to steal Sherman Douglas from Washington, D.C. Kenny Bruner. That's right. That's right. Boom, 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 boom. I appreciate you too, Bird. Shout out to Baltimore. We in here kicking it about basketball. Shane, give me some feedback, man. We got Shane the dribbling machine in here. Y'all know he'd be around. Shane, tell me something about Coach John Thompson. Big East in the 80s and early 90s was just incredible. From Norfolk, Virginia, a lifetime Syracuse Orangeman fan. He said you could have been in the Big East. I would love to play in the Big East. I believe that probably was the most intense basketball at the time, the most competitive basketball at the time. Michael Graham, China, good morning. Y'all share this live. I'm going to be here a little bit. Chris Mullen, St. John's. I fell in love with basketball watching probably the Big East tournament. I believe the first player that I noticed, I mean, I knew about Patrick Ewing and all of that and shit, but I was watching basketball with my family, like my uncles and them. I'm watching them. You know, I'm a Georgetown fan, but when I started to really understand what was going on, I liked it. A guy named Shelton Jones. He played for St. John's, and I might have liked St. John's, and then went and became a devout Georgetown fan. But I liked it, fucking Shelton Jones and Greg Boo Harvey. I liked it, Boo Harvey, like a motherfucker. Yeah. And by watching St. John's and, you know, Shelton Jones and Boo Harvey, of course, it was the Big East. So you start learning everybody. You start learning, okay, Eric Murdoch. You know what I'm saying? You start picking up the guys on the other teams and shit. Terry DeHare, Eric Murdoch, Charles Smith, Sean Miller, Jerome Lane. It was just a smorgasbord of good basketball and shit. Malik Sealy. My man, shout out to Boo Harvey, Andrew Jackson's own. You said you have a good memory. It was good basketball. It was good basketball. Plus Sheldon Jones, he wore them goggles like James Worthy and shit. So I couldn't remember Boo Harvey's backcourt mate. I was gonna say Michael Williams, Michael Porter. Was he number 4? That little nigga could jump like a motherfucker. Was Boo Harvey's backcourt mate number 4? I couldn't remember this nigga name, man. Porter, number 4, Mike Porter, Matt Hops. Yeah, Shane, that's what I was about to say. That little nigga used to be catching the alley-oops and shit from Boo Harvey. Yeah, number 4. See? Shane, that was my little mob before I got down with the Hoyas. Oh shit. He said my homie from DC, Lawrence Moulton. Y'all subscribe to the channel, of course, Hip Hop, Sports, and Fashion. We'll do the basketball shit, you know. So I'm loved like the late great Malik Sealy. Hey Lena, this guy, his name is Monster, the Monster, Bionic. He's a class clown. Get him out of here. If you got a wrench, get him out of here. He said, damn, golly, you got a memory for a dude to smoke weed. When you see a little guy catch an alley-oop, you remember that shit. You remember that shit. The Monster Bionic Steve, look, he laughing. That's funny, huh? Lena, get him. Nah, don't get him. Don't get him. He pump faking, I could tell. I bumped chest with Brian Shorter in '89 in the doorway at the Dirty Originals in Pitt Campus. He either went around or was about to rumble. He said, come to the UK, mate. You ain't from no goddamn UK, nigga. You from North Philly. Mike Sweetney, another Georgetown player. Ah, man. Shame. He said Michael Porter won the McDonald's All-America dunk contest his senior year. That little nigga had hops. You see, I said number 4. I couldn't remember his fucking name, but I remember that little nigga catching alley-oops from Boo Harvey. Like, Boo could boogie. Boo was a bad motherfucker, man. Boo used to come through and just throw that shit up. That little nigga used to go get that shit. Shh, boom. He said, appreciate you. You know your East Coast basketball. I grew up in it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Vic Page was a savage. I interviewed Victor. Make sure y'all check out that piece we did. He said they used to battle Sherman Douglas and Stevie Thompson. I was on the Hoyas, man. I mean, not the Hoyas. I liked the Red, man. And then I guess he said, Boo Harvey is legendary in Southside Jamaica, Queens. Okay. Hope y'all enjoyed the interview I put out with Steve Francis. Steve said Eric Barkley and Ron Artest locked him up 2 times. They did a boxing one. He had Eric Barkley chasing him, and Ron Artest basically playing a rover, meaning whenever Eric Barkley chased him near Ron Artest, Ron gonna turn around and hop on him and shit. Boom, boom, boom. He said, you need a show just about the Big East goons. I remember Georgetown and Pitt used to fight all the time on TV. Niggas used to rumble. Boo Harvey equal Little Rod Strickland. They games remind me of each other. I already been to the UK. Bionic Steve. Rest in peace to the legendary coach John Thompson. Y'all share this live. I'm going to be here a few more minutes. I'm definitely going to be posting old pictures of John Thompson in Georgetown all day on my Instagram page. Just a very, very unfortunate situation. I also have screenshots from a conversation I was having with Kurt Bone from DC yesterday, pursuing a John Thompson interview, and then we wake up today and he's gone. So obviously I had, John Thompson in my spirit, and that's real. How old was he? He was 78. 78 years old. He will be missed. That's he's trending. He's trending, actually. Georgetown should have won that shit 2 times in a row, but of course Michael Jordan hit the shot, and that disrupted that. Condolences to his family. 2020 has been a very, very, unique year. He said, I still can't watch that Villanova game we lost. I can't really watch it either. Subscribe to the channel, The Real Gully TV. Rest in peace, John Thompson and Cliff Robinson. Harlem Bronx says, my son wants to fight the fellow black man, yeah, but don't want to say nothing about Patty Duke. He don't got nothing to say about Patty Duke. He's the worst kind of nigga, yo. Dudes like him is the worst kind of nigga. He's not to be trusted, yo. He's a plant. He's probably an operative. Jason Harris, I appreciate you. I appreciate your donation. Shout out to the super chatters. I see y'all. I'm just learning how to operate in this. I never knew what this highlighting clause was. I thought that was just donations, but it's called a super chat. I got it. I'm still learning. He robbed an immigrant cab driver. The Monster Bionic. Holla at ya. Demetrius Gore. Rest in peace. Passed away heart attack over the weekend. That's another Big East player. Holla at ya. They zapped you. You got zapped. Peace, Steve. We have to support our own. How do we just support you? By sharing my videos, liking my videos, tagging your friends to my videos. That's great support. That goes way beyond a monetary donation and shit. You being here is a contribution, and I appreciate all of y'all. But yeah, it's all love. I appreciate you, Vic. YouTube takes 30% of the super chat donation. Do they? I don't even know how the shit worked for real. I thought they was just donations. So they take they I didn't know that. That's some mafia shit. They taking points off the top. Why would they take points off of a donation that was given for free? It's a shame. This is a racket. God damn. Why would they take points off of something that was given to somebody for free? What the fuck? 30%. I didn't even know that. I had no idea. I thought it was 40%. Man, I thought when a motherfucker donate to you, you get it all. Y'all mean to tell me all this time that when a motherfucker get up here and get to screaming donations, you actually half-ass hustling for the man? I'll be damn. Is y'all fucking serious? Joy's latest rant about Spotify kind of talks about that. He said, Zapu, I'm still out here comfy on YouTube. Hey, yo. This nigga funny as hell, yo. Jay-Z talks about it in his freestyle when Leor took over YouTube. It happened. I had no idea. So you mean to tell me when a nigga get on here and be begging for donations, he's hustling for the man? I be damn. I be damn. I'm glad I ain't never been on this motherfucker hustling for the man. Glad I ain't never been on here begging for donations. That's some bullshit. Oh my goodness. Don't ever let the word donation escape your, don't ever let it escape your lips if you want to maintain your dignity. It's hustling for the man. Scheme team, stay hustling for the man. How y'all know more about the motherfucking percentages than I do? I be damn. These some slick motherfuckers. My son had to be outside of Hot 97 with a blowhorn. That's the only way he gonna get back in the building. I be damn. Hustling for the man. Hey, yo. Don't that sound like one of them fucking movies like Car Wash or some shit? Well, I be damn. Jive turkey. Hustling for the man. Oh, shit. Good morning, Chad. Ed, good morning. What cities are up in here? The Monster Bionic Steve says he is from the UK. Appreciate everyone that's here. Southeast DC, North Philly, Detroit, Norfolk, Virginia. DC always in the building. Manny says, I knew Hassan wasn't gonna take Bam to court. He gave his explanation. Maryland, Newport News. Shout out to Baltimore, Allentown, Pennsylvania, Detroit. Why does the identity of the super chat people disappear after they make their contribution? I want to see y'all. If you give a motherfucker a super chat, they should immediately follow you on social media and a bunch of other shit, man. Y'all need to get more bang for your buck. They already taking 30%. Tampa in the building. Subscribe to the channel. Y'all like this video? It's almost 300 people here, man. Hassan was beating around the bush with certain questions. When you do an interview, you only pose the question and then you give them the floor. Only do you interject. So once I give someone the floor, whatever they say, that's their version. That's their account of what went down. You got it? Tate, use that wrench and get this nigga out of here. Message automatically held for review. Hidden by Tate Houston. Tate immediately zapped him. Bzz. Zapped his ass right away. I got a couple moderators out here. They don't always be in here. Tate showed up to work this morning. Tate, you clean this shit up. They've been in here acting up. Lena, do your stuff. He said, what's up with the pencil? That pencil is for when an MC comes here and he get writer's block. I start waving it in his face. You should have been writing. You dig? Yeah, that's for the MCs who think they can get here and start doing them half-ass freestyles, bullshitting. Get a pencil. Yeah. Have you been writing? Carl, you been here long enough. Let me see. There you go, pal. Welcome to the team. You're a moderator now. Going through here and clip somebody. Gully, that MCM hat is dope. Thank you. I got it to match the sneakers. I just happen to have the sneakers on right now. I very rarely wear them. You caught me with them on. South Ward, Brazy, good morning. I might have a situation coming with George Floyd's brother. I have his phone number. I was in Texas doing my journalism thing. He said that Odie King Odie is the hottest MC around right now. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It's going to get more intense. Y'all going to see it get more intense. This shit is going to just bloom like a flower. I'm telling you. King Odie, he got more charisma, more lyricism, more attitude, more natural gifts than every MC that's out right now. You watch and see. He said, listen, you want me to take my shoe off? He said that Bullets jersey is dope. Who was number 2? That's Chris Webber. See the buckle on the back. You see the rivets. Boom. That jersey is retired. I'm going to tell you why. Because I rocked that shit in Miami on Instagram, and the Mitchell and Ness people reached out to me and said, hey, we would like to put you on our website. I'm on the Mitchell and Ness website wearing that jersey. Me, the dribble. Yeah. And the pictures that I took, Chris Webber is in the comments like, I see you, money. He said, Ma, the heavens opened up for the greatest coach that ever lived, the great John Thompson. I'm from D.C. and lived just 15 minutes away from the Georgetown campus. He said, you can never get rid of me. I got a moderator protection app. His flow is sick. Yeah, he the best. He the best. I'm going to upload a freestyle from him today. They should have never traded Chris Webber for Mitch Richmond and Otis Thorpe. They were in their prime. I probably wouldn't have traded Mitch for Chris Webber because you didn't know what Chris Webber was going to do yet. Mitch Richmond was already a major factor in the league. He said we played for them in like 95. John Thompson played for the Boston Celtics. He wore number 5. I just uploaded a picture of him when he played to my Instagram account for those who didn't know. Y'all still on King Odie. King Odie is he said Bionic Steve was timed out by Paul Season for 300 seconds. Can I hit him on top of his head behind you? Let me hit him on his head too. King Odie, the best MC out, man. I will turn him loose on a nigga ass. You dig? If I had some type of conflict with an MC that was like, and he could rap, I would already turned him loose. Get him. I already did it. So he said, C Webb was wilding in them DC streets at night. They had to send him to Sacramento. He said, Odie nice, my nigga. Help get him signed. Working on it. I got y'all. I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all subscribe to the channel, The Real Gully TV. Rest in peace to the great coach, John Thompson. Unfortunate chain of events, but all good things come to an end, I imagine. Peace.